I declare open this congregation of the University of Sussex. Mr. Mayor, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to welcome you all formally to this graduation ceremony. A special welcome to our honoured guests, distinguished faculty, and members of the university's professional services. But above all, I welcome you, our graduands, and your families and friends. A very warm welcome also to those who couldn't make it here today, but are watching the ceremony on live video stream. This summer we celebrate the 50th anniversary of graduation at Sussex. This picture shows the 38 graduates in 1964, together with, in the middle on the first row, the then Vice-Chancellor, John Fulton, and the second Vice-Chancellor, Asa Briggs. Rather different, those 38 graduates, from the approaching 3,000 graduands that we will graduate this summer. As many of you know, the Chancellor is sadly unable to preside over the ceremonies this summer, but he has sent you all a short video message.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to your graduation ceremony. I am desperately sorry and desperately sad not to be there in person, but I have been required to assist in saving the planet Earth from evil aliens. They decided to do an invasion in graduation week, which is just incredibly insensitive of evil aliens, but that's what you get with them. Graduation is the highlight of the year for the university. It is for me, but it's your day, the graduands and your families and friends that are here and maybe supporting you from home as well. It's a chance to reflect on the incredible journey that you've been on that has brought you to this momentous day, but it's also mainly a celebration of your efforts and your achievements, both singularly and collectively, as individuals, as graduands, and as families. Now, I hope that you will remain connected to the university in years to come via the Alumni Association. And it's 140,000 strong, and there are fewer, better resources than yourselves to future generations of students coming to Sussex. I usually kind of impart some words of wisdom to you on these occasions, and I will try to do so remotely. This is a quote that has been attributed to various people from Buddhist scriptures, Lao Tse and Margaret Thatcher, Ralph Waldo Emerson, but it goes something like this. Mind your thoughts, because they become words. Mind your words, because they become actions. Mind your actions, because they become character. Mind your character, because that becomes your destiny. It all starts with a thought. Now, I personally believe that what defines us is always what we do next, not just what happened to us, but our next decision, our next choice reflects who we are. So I hope that your next choice always reflects your humanity and your dignity. And the surest way of holding that firm is to make sure that you express humanity and dignity to others. The last bit of advice I can give you is wear sunscreen. I mean, the sun's really strong, and even skin like mine tan, so wear sunscreen. I wish you remotely love, best wishes, and many congratulations. One of the things that I will miss most about not being there is the amount of kind of love, hugs, and kisses that I get. So let me say to you that I owe you a kiss or a hug or a handshake, if you want it, at any point in the future when we meet. My transport has just arrived, so I have to go. But yeah, I'll be with you in a minute, Doctor. Have a wonderful day.
For those of you who are not avid followers of the Doctor, Sanjeev is filming Doctor Who in Cardiff, probably as we are speaking. As he said, graduation is one of the highlights of the academic year, and it is a time when we on stage and family and friends in the auditorium can truly indulge in your success. This is a day of celebration, one where you mark a significant achievement in your life, and it is a great honour and a privilege to be able to share in the happiness today. The University of Sussex is a unique institution. Its campus is surrounded by the beautiful South Downs National Park, and yet it is just a few minutes from one of the loveliest and possibly coolest of Britain's cities, Brighton. Sussex is the only university in the south of England that gets into the top 10 for its nightlife. There, mums and dads, the secret is out. But the thing that really makes the University of Sussex special is you. The results of this graduating class are amongst the best that we've ever achieved, with over 75% of our graduates receiving a first or a 2-1. These results are truly excellent and a tribute to all the hard work and efforts that you've made. Many of you will continue on in higher education, some at Sussex and some at other universities. Others will enter the world of work and embark on what we hope will be a happy and successful career. For last year's graduating class, the destination survey results showed that 96% of our graduates are either in work or continuing in education. And last week we had formal confirmation that Sussex was placed 4th in the UK in the Employability League table. This is a fantastic achievement, and we hope and expect that the results for this year's graduates will be at least as good. For most of you, perhaps even all of you, getting here today has been, at least in part, a tough journey. Essay deadlines to meet, experiments to conduct, dissertations to write, final projects to complete, exams to pass, theses to defend, long late-night discussions, perhaps, on the meaning of life, and the occasional late night out on the town. Many of you will have faced personal challenges, and families and partners will have made significant sacrifices to support you. We warmly thank all those who have helped you achieve today's success. Graduands and lecturers, a round of applause for families and friends. Many of you here today will have come to Sussex from overseas, and I want to say a few words especially to you. Our university would be a very different place without you, and we thank you for your contribution to making the University of Sussex such a diverse and vibrant place to be, a place where students and staff from across the world work and play together and learn to live together. Although graduation has its formal aspects, and you may have noticed that we have made a bit of an effort and dressed up for the occasion, it's also a time to relax, have fun, and do all you possibly can to embarrass your loved ones as they walk, run, dance, trip across the stage. And remember, graduands, and these are the words of the Chancellor, as yet you do not have your degree. Whether it is confirmed at the end of the ceremony will depend entirely on how much love you show your head of school when you come up on stage. So once again, very many congratulations on your outstanding achievements, and I really hope that you enjoy the ceremony and the rest of the day. Thank you. I call upon the Deputy Head of School of Global Studies, Professor Filippo Ossola.
Vice-Chancellor, I will now present to you graduates from the School of Global Studies. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Anthropology, Lucy Anderson. Sophie Arnold. Also awarded the prize for the best performance over 2 years, Kate Austin. Anastasia Axelberg. Megan Belcher. Laura Briggs. Emily Brown. Lois Chiddle. Morgan Clavery. Catherine Cosgrove. Alicia Coupland. Alison Dan. Lily Edwards. Rebecca Emerson. Jessie Farragher. Olivia Gordon. Frederick Groves. Harriet Heaven. Rebecca Empsid. Catherine Horn. Seamus Horrocks. Jessie Louise Hutter. Olivia Hutton. Thomas Kiggle. Benjamin Long. Samara Mahmood. Eleanor Mankiewicz. Charles McInerney. Sophie O'Dowd. Constance Ramsey. Rhiannon Richards. Richard Ross Harris. Linda Sivender. Jennifer Tesler Mizrahi. Amy Thurgood. Francesca Tickner. Olivia Tilton. Anna Warhurst. Jenny Wested. Georgia Whitaker-Yu. Bethan Williams. Miles Woodford. Elizabeth Woolley. Isabel Wyatt. For Anthropology and Cultural Studies, Jonathan Taylor. For Anthropology and French, Morgan Flack. William Ottof. For Anthropology and History, Rachel Allen. Evelyn Carver. Emily Frank. Theodore Gittens. Michael Hamilton. Matthew Morrissey. Taka Odera. Elizabeth Ower. Luke Wilson. For Anthropology and International Development, Wanda Brzezinska. Carrie Camford. Bethany Dunn Wilson. Catherine Hayes. Victoria Klinkert. Jessica Lloyd Evans. Amanda Mulligan. Felicity Pocklington. May Ponzo. Annalise Feldmeyer. For Development Studies with Spanish, Emma Duckworth. For Geography, Harriet Allen. Rosalind Allen. Emma Amadi. Carolyn Appleby. Zoe Catling. Caitlin Cherry. Kate Crow. Rebecca Ferris-Wyatt. Edith Goffrey. Daisy Goody. Charlotte Harding. Daniel Harris. Christine Harrison. Charlie Hawkins. Jessica Hodgkin. Amy Johnson. Indra Levite. Georgia McBurney. Benjamin Perkins. Joe Philpott. Aurelian Reynolds. Jordan Rolfe. Asha Sale. Eleanor Scott. Rosemary Sibley. Alexandra Vogt. Oliver Wakeman. Sophie Warren. Charlotte Watts. Emily Weston. For geography and anthropology, also awarded the prize for the best undergraduate thesis, demonstrated excellence in the field of individual and original empirical research in geography, Sam Airy. Lily Swift. For geography and French, Fiona Casey. For geography and international development, Rachel Conway. William Downs. William Grace. Freddie Oman. Joseph Letts. Attica Lorot. Edward Mann. Lila Montagu. Candice Nicholas. Maria Luisa Celestiano. For Geography and International Relations, Samantha Armstrong. Richard Chalkley. Doran Hanlon. Jennifer Whittingham. For International Development, Rima Ahmed. Rebecca Brown. Adel Chagan. Giulia Corsi. Bethany Eldon Kerr. Cleo Fish. Stevie Greenleaf. Daisy Guy. Anna Hansen. Olivia Harris. Hannah Hills. Hannah Holtby. Rebecca Jones. Jed Matthew. Hannah Mutawi. Also jointly awarded the International Development Pramit Chowdhury Prize for the Best Performance in International Development, Fiona Naismith. Francis Nankiwell. Kim Nelson. Tess Osborne. Elizabeth Peterson. Jenna Richards. Rachel Robinson. Phoebe Sabin. Jessie Seal. Adriana Swain. Alina Uka. Lydia Wadgama. Ina White Gosbrook. For International Relations, Jack Bailey. Luke Baldwin. Daniel Batica. Stephen Beckett. Holly Wait. Holly Belcham. Pietro Bettiza. Ewan Black. Martin Campbell. Catriona Cassidy. Catherine Cherry. Caroline Cottet. Anna Cox. Timo de Jong. Jay Deering. Judith DiBello. Sandra Esser. Luca Falbo Ellis. Louise Flory. Nicolas Forte. Elvire Françoise. Sophia Adedou. Sayuri Origome. Inger Ovstin. Hannah Jones. Robin Kelly Mayrick. Maxwell King. Arnaud Liège. Laura Lopez Pulido. Olivia Martin. Also awarded the prize for outstanding achievement in a single unit in international relations, Kieran McCullen. Beth O'Brien. Charlotte Pollard. Laura Rauschutz. Alisa Reinhardt. Anna Sarmento. Also awarded the Norman Angel Prize for the Best Essay in International Relations, Maya Schwerer. Jan Niklas Stattenberg. Yazuki Uchida. Daniel Bellino. Armida Van Rey. For International Relations and Anthropology, Flavia Ribes Rencho. Imani Robinson. For International Relations and Contemporary European Studies, Miranda Bragan-Turner. For International Relations and Development, Lindsay Bartenshaw. Rosa Clavan. Jameson Colliday. Beatrice Druitt. Juliet Grenville. Helen Harbour. Also awarded the Val McNaughton Memorial Prize for the highest academic achievement in international relations, Paloma Lanes. Yara Letonen. Bethan Leyland. Kalinda Mueva. Mette Nielsen. Zoe Powell. Alena Schutz. Holly Spencer. For International Relations and French, Samuel Bartrop. Charlotte Firmin. For International Relations and Languages, French and Italian, Kit Nichol. Maximilian Rosmin. For International Relations and Languages, French and Spanish, Jana Amling. Marta Corti. Virginia Green. For International Relations and Languages, German and Spanish, Ruxandra Giulia Moisa. For International Relations and Philosophy, Nicolas Rufai. For International Relations and Sociology, Nicholas James. Dor Wolf. For International Relations and Spanish, Igne Marco Leviciute. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Geography, James Barber. Jessica Burrell. Adam Cholkley. Megan Cragg. Thomas Crocker. Claire Charnomsky. Rebecca Fuller. Sarah Gavergood. Jacob Jackson. James Knight. Megan Lane. Callum Lewis. Alice Norman. Andrew Senior. Bradley Smith. Camilla Timms. Ben Wright. Lauren Wright. For the degree of Master of Arts in Conflict, Security and Development, Joanna Orsatelli. Junaid Ali Siddiqui. For geopolitics and grand strategy, Eloise Crowther. For global political economy, Jody Lemarek. For human rights, Laura Shewon. For international relations, Ragnaida Asta Sigurðardóttir. For the degree of Master of Science in Comparative and Cross-Cultural Research Methods, Migration Studies, Richard Lee Warren. Vice-Chancellor, I will now present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Thomas Bentley. Jardai Jemri RGS. Congratulations. Mary Kitzel. Xin Liu. Esther Lopez Pila. Alcia Maria Rivas. David Rubian Ling. Margaret Weir Wilson. Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the list of graduates from the School of Global Studies.
I call upon Professor Peter Coles the head of the School of Mathematical and Physical Sciences, to present Crisa Couveliotou.
Vice-Chancellor, it's both a pleasure and an honour to present for the award of the degree of Doctor of Science, Dr. Crisa Couveliotou. Inspired by watching Neil Armstrong take his first step on the moon, Dr. Couveliotou always wanted to be an astronaut. But with no opportunities apparent in her native Greece, she instead chose a career in astronomy. However, when she completed college in Greece, her astronomy professor, who shall remain nameless, advised her that there was no future for her in astrophysics. She has never known whether he really thought it was a poor choice or whether it was just because she was a woman. However, determined to follow her own path, she disregarded him completely. And even though her open-minded parents' preference was for her to settle down and stay in her home country, she left to study for a master's degree at the University of Sussex. The topic of her dissertation was the sodium emission cloud around Io, mapping and correlation with Jupiter's magnetic field. She obtained her MSc in astronomy in 1977. Although the topic of her subsequent research was rather different, the connection of her field with magnetic fields remained strong. Dr. Couveliotou then moved to Germany to do postgraduate research on the then very new topic of gamma ray bursts. Indeed, she may well have been the first person ever to complete a PhD thesis on this subject, which remains to this day an extremely active and exciting field. Gamma ray bursts are considered to be the most powerful explosions in the universe, second only to the Big Bang itself. After completing her PhD, Dr. Couveliotou returned to Greece to teach physics and astronomy at the University of Athens. All the while, she knew that she really wanted to pursue a research career in astrophysics, so she spent her free time pursuing this goal. Every vacation and on her one-year sabbatical, she went to the USA to undertake research at the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA. Her work then was on solar flares, but she moonlighted, so to speak, during the evenings, nights and weekends, researching her first love of gamma-ray bursts. Because of the research she undertook outside her day job, she found a series of bursts which all came from the same part of the sky, and as a result became part of the discovery team for a brand new phenomenon called a soft gamma ray repeater. By observing gamma rays produced in space, her team discovered an example of a new class of exotic astronomical object called a magnetar, an object which has a magnetic field trillions of times stronger than the Earth's. Magnetars turned out to be a type of neutron star, a burnt-out relic resulting from the death of an ordinary star in a supernova explosion. Dr. Couveliotou has always loved to ask big questions, to look at the universe and see how nature expresses itself. By overcoming obstacles in her path, she really has reached the stars. In January 2013, Dr. Couveliotou was named the Senior Scientist for High-Energy Astrophysics at the Science and Research Office at NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center in Huntsville, Alabama. She has received many awards for her work, including the Danny Heinemann Prize for Astrophysics and the NASA Exceptional Service Medal in 2012, and the NASA Space Act Award back in 2005. She was also named among Time magazine's 25 most influential people in the field of space in 2012. In 2003, yes, why not? In 2003, she was honored with the annual Rossi Prize by the High Energy Astrophysics Division of the American Physical Society for a significant contribution to high energy astrophysics. In 2002, she had received the Descartes Prize, which recognizes scientific breakthroughs from European collaborative research in any scientific field. In the awards bestowed upon her, she has also been recognized as being effective at creating the sort of large collaborations needed to make effective use of multi-wavelength astronomical observations. Dr. Kouveliotou has published almost 400 papers in refereed scientific journals and has been among the top 10 most cited space science researchers across the world. She has been elected chair of the Division of Astrophysics of the American Physical Society and is a member of the Council of the American Astronomical Society, of which she chairs the High Energy Astrophysics Division. Vice-Chancellor, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa, Dr. Chryssa Kouveliotou.
By the authority of Senate and Council of the University, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Science, honoris causa. Many congratulations.
Vice-Chancellor, eminent faculty, proud parents and grandparents, and Sussex graduates of the class of 2014. Thank you very much for giving me the great honor of receiving an honorary degree from the University of Sussex. Today's ceremony is for me the fulfillment of a dream. In 1976, both Sussex and the Technical University of Munich, with the Max Planck Institute for Extraterrestrial Physics, accepted me for graduate studies. I opted to attend Sussex for a master's degree and to complete my studies in Germany, as these came with a scholarship which greatly improved my Brighton living allowance of £8 per week. However, it is the aggregate of my education, including the physics degree at my hometown at the University of Athens, that gave me the legs to stand on here in front of you and vastly contributed to my professional experience and cultural education. Together with my second and third homes, the Netherlands and the United States, they are the foundations that kept me afloat throughout my scientific career. This brief address is a daunting challenge and a wonderful opportunity for me. After deep and astute omphaloscopsis, I decided to touch upon what I believe does a good scientist make and how she or he can get there. So I spent some time pondering all the qualities that I look for in my students, postdocs, and above all, my collaborators. In the end, I came up with the following list, which I realized is a description of what kept me going these last 35 years. Motivation, curiosity, perseverance, diligence, anger, the healthy kind, respect, patience. Armed with these and your own personal traits, you still need to navigate many uncharted waters to get where you want to be, or perhaps to get out of where you already are. You need to find your own place to stand on firmly, a place from which you can claim your life, your career, and your success. I hope you will find these guiding principles to be of value. I will only illustrate my first point below with a story. I have a cat that likes hiding in the weirdest places. I came home one evening and, despite my best efforts, could not find my cat after searching for over half an hour. I looked under beds, under and inside sofas, all closets and behind doors, and in the end, I turned off the lights in the house and sat on the sofa trying to simply listen. It took a few minutes in the darkness to hear a complaining meow coming, of all places, from above. The darn animal was on the top of the curtain rod. All this time, I was only looking down, not up, which made sense, given that I was missing a cat, or so I thought. So, look for the unexpected. Do not bias yourselves too much. Find your own way. Do not let others define you. Follow your gut or your nose, depending on the language. Take risks. Make and admit mistakes. Else it comes back to haunt you. Make choices. Not all battles are worth it. Challenge authority politely. Check facts. Finish things. 97% done is not done. Practice scientific altruism, help others. Realize that past performance is no guarantee of future results. And this goes both ways. Think about it. Do not underestimate the value of communicating, collaborating, and networking, especially in today's world. Have fun with your work, the most difficult and most important goal to achieve. This last point is what I believe is essential for a successful career. In my life, I have changed course several times, following my instinct in this pursuit of happiness. I quit a tenured job from the University of Athens to join the NASA Marshall Space Flight Center Gamma Ray Group in Huntsville, Alabama. I never regretted this decision, as hard as it was leaving my homeland behind. 23 years later, I look back at that young and fearless gal with a strong driving force. Feel good when you get up in the morning to go to work. More than good, these first years with NASA were a fairy tale. Our experiment on board the Compton Gamma Ray Observatory unveiled multiple discoveries and new phenomena. We collaborated with colleagues from all over the world and traveled everywhere to present our results. Science had no and should not have borders. Finally, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the university for the honor bestowed on me by this honorary degree, and offer my best wishes for the future success of all graduates, alumni, staff, and current students of the university. Thank you.
I call upon the Deputy Head of the School of Mathematical and Physical Sciences, Professor Philip Harris.
Vice-Chancellor, I will now present to you graduands from the School of Mathematical and Physical Sciences. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, John Ashton. Adam Bakerle. Martin Bellow. Elizabeth Bromley. Also jointly awarded the membership of the Institute of Mathematics and its Applications for 1 year, Beth Brooks. Joanna Bunnett. Ryan Kassim. Joshua Clark. Lucy Coates. Candice Curran. Megan Davis. Victoria Farley. Lucy Ferraby. Jonathan Fletcher. Ajani Folks. Joshua George. Samuel Good. Emma Gowler. Ashley Guest. Melanie Harding. Jordan Husey. Sophie Hunt. Holly Jennings. Natalie Johnston. Also awarded the Hirschfeld Prize for Mathematics, Lauren Kanapka. Also awarded the prize for outstanding performance in BSc Mathematics, Elia Koechi. Tso Lim. Lucy Lindsay. Jack McKinnon. Also jointly awarded the membership of the Institute of Mathematics and its Applications for 1 year, Lena Mangold. Aaron Martin. David Mercer. Also awarded the prize for outstanding BSc project, George Morrison. Sophie Muggeridge White. Thomas Northam. AJ Pankania. Benjamin Parsons. Sandeep Sanghera. Edwin Spooner. And Amy Yelf. For mathematics with economics, Sean Adams. Georgia Cottle. Jake Field. Nicola Hensley. Gaofang Hong. Mary McCall. And Neil Sherborne. For physics, Nathan Bailey. David Channing. Jessica Collier. Rachel Harris. Luke Harvey. Also awarded the prize for Outstanding BSc Project, Billy Michael. Jennifer Munn. Alexander Ogilvy. Excuse me. Laura Whitehead. Heba Zedan. For physics with astrophysics, Cornelia Makanu. Thomas O'Keefe. James Poughton. Kenny Tanner. For theoretical physics, Thomas Dawson. For the degree of Master of Mathematics in Mathematics, Blake Ashworth. Rosanna Barnard. Bethan Bolton. Victoria Hughes. Deus Kane. James Miles. Adam Nixon. And George Simpson. For mathematics with economics, and also awarded the prize for Outstanding MMath Project, Melissa Barker Phelps. For the degree of Master of Physics in Physics, Stephen Beckman. Zachary Chen Wishart. Lydia Garcia Cabezas. Ryan Goodsell. Hannah Louise Hickey. Ryan Hicks. Grant Howe. Ilana Levin Stuhlberg. Rory McGregor. Robert Murrells. Alexander Nicol. Thomas Pearson. Alistair Price. Harry Robinson. Craig Waldy. Hannah Wilson. And Oliver Winston. For physics, research placement, and also awarded the prize for outstanding MPhys project, Talitha Bromwich. For physics with astrophysics, Liam DeGaris. Paul James Deadman. Josie Parianen. For theoretical physics, James David. Deanna Dorset. Fahim Faizi. Also awarded the David Axon Prize for Outstanding Achievement in Physics, Niall Fealty. For theoretical physics, research placement, and also awarded the Roger Blin-Stoyle Prize for Physics, William Astle. Also awarded the Roger Taylor Prize for Outstanding Performance on the MPhys, David Copeland. And Thomas Davies. Vice-Chancellor, I will now present to you for the degree of Master of Science for Physics, Euromasters, Abhijit Mathad. Alexis David Placencia Contreras. For the degree of Master of Philosophy, Suzanne Berner. Vice-Chancellor, I will now present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Nina Gaussman. Hi. Congratulations. Sheng Li. Stuart Martin Hoare. And Sebastian Veit. Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the list of graduands from the School of Mathematical and Physical Sciences.
Vice-Chancellor, I present to you graduands who are unable to graduate with their school. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Economics and International Development, Teresa Martins. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Economics and International Relations, also awarded the prize for the Best Economics Joint Honours Student and the Gita Becker Budget Memorial Prize, Saram Eble. Vice-Chancellor, all the graduands have now been presented at this ceremony, and the moment has come for the formal conferral of degrees of the University of Sussex. I therefore ask you to confer their degrees on those presented at this ceremony and to the other graduands who have indicated their wish to graduate in absentia.
I confer degrees on all those referred to by the Deputy Vice-Chancellor. Congratulations.
Well, you made it. Fantastic. Well, I just want to congratulate mums and dads and families on Friends for being truly embarrassing. Graduates, many people have helped you along the way to make today a reality. And I'd like to offer my special thanks to families and friends for the support that you have given your sons and daughters, your partners, perhaps your spouses, and other members of the family during their time at Sussex. We're aware that many of you have made great sacrifice to help your loved ones get to this point today, and we offer you our sincere thanks. Graduates, I think you should also thank each other for the friendship and mutual support that you have experienced during your time at Sussex. Although graduation is a day for celebration, for some of you there may also be moments of sadness. especially parting from close friends, your flatmates and classmates, some of whom may be travelling back home many thousands of miles away. On the other hand, there may be the odd colleague that you're glad to see the back of. Finally, there is another group of people who have helped you get here today, and they are your lecturers, supervisors, and mentors, many of whom are celebrating with you up on the stage. So what does the future hold? Some of you I know have the future well mapped out. Congratulations to those who've already secured jobs in your chosen area of work, and good luck to those who are still in the job-seeking process, or have just not made up their minds as to what should be the next move. Pushing the pause button and taking some time to reflect is never a bad thing, providing it doesn't go on too long. And congratulations to those of you who've decided to proceed directly into postgraduate studies. I hope that some of you have been able to take advantage of the new Sussex Graduate Scholarships, which are available to all Sussex graduates who achieve a first or a 2-1 in their undergraduate honours degree. And finally, I want to thank our international students for being such an important part of the Sussex family. We welcome you as valued guests, certainly not as immigrants, as our Home Office still insists you are. You make a vital intellectual contribution to our university, and through your presence, create a global campus community on campus. After graduation, we believe that you are our best ambassadors when you return home to your own country. Now, at this point in the ceremony, the Chancellor would normally offer some modest homespun advice, along the lines that he did in the introductory video. One of his favourites is that it's okay to make mistakes. And our Honorary said just the same thing today. That's normal. But don't just keep making the same mistake again and again and again. He would say that's plain stupid. He also advises you to eat more salad. And if you boil your vegetables, never throw the water away. Use it to make soup. Now, I'm going to resist the temptation to add to this list. I suspect you get enough advice from a variety of sources, perhaps too much at times. The only thing I would say is never let go of your dreams. Your dreams are yours, and no one should take them away from you. They don't always come true immediately, but with vision, courage, and persistence, you can make dreams become a reality. I hope that your experiences at Sussex have extended way beyond the limits of your formal degree, and that they will have gone some way to prepare you for the future. We're fully aware of the financial sacrifice that you have made to get here today. But remember, in those darker, gloomier moments, that the evidence is clear. UK graduates in the long run are happier, healthier, and wealthier than their peers who have not had the opportunity to attend a university. I hope also that you will be able to take our values such as freedom, tolerance, equality, social responsibility, and honesty forward into the next stage of your life. I would ask you to remember the multinational community that you have created here at Sussex and build on those experiences as you go out into the wider world. Sadly, we still live in a world where poverty, catastrophe, and conflict abound. We all have the responsibility to play our part to promote societal change, and I look to you and your Sussex experience to go out in the world and really make a difference. Now, I often show a video in my speech at graduation, and this year I've asked students to speak about their Sussex experience, to consider the future, and send you a farewell message.
emotional.
Nervous.
Terrified.
Proud.
Excited.
Nervous.
Very, very emotional.
Very scared.
I would say it was fantastic.
Proud.
On my first day at university, I was really eager to get going.
The peer.
The diversity of the people who live here.
Good people, good weather. When the sun's out, you just can't beat it.
The rain.
Comedy festival.
The beach. Brighton as a city. I like the idea of multiculturalism, but also I like the nightlife. It's really beautiful.
Comprehensive.
Really high standard.
Excellent.
Amazing.
Crazy.
Excellent.
Pushing the boundaries but being applied in the real world.
It's excellent. The research quality is so good. So good.
I would describe the academic experience at Sussex as rewarding.
One world.
Racing a car that we designed at Silverstone.
Childcare centre.
Reopening of the Attenborough Centre.
The family accommodation.
The refurbishment of the undergraduate physics labs.
Biggest success this year has been winning varsity, in which we beat Brighton University in almost all the sporting events we played them at over the course of the day.
Exploring other culture.
Coping with stress.
To work with a group of people.
Practical skills I need for my career.
You know, struggling with our own fears. How to deal with a lot of different people.
Respecting different cultures and values.
It just has taught me just to stay strong whatever happens. You just have to carry on doing what you love.
The big life lesson I learned at uni is that money disappears surprisingly quickly.
Hopeful.
Relieved.
And excited and happy.
Begging not to trip up. Encourage one to push their boundaries.
I just hope I'm not the one that falls.
Accomplishment.
Yeah, on my graduation day, I will feel sad. Like every adventure will come to an end.
Congratulations, graduates. The world is your oyster, and if you can see, it's not the greatest day, but there's always silver linings to aim for, so just try your best, and it'll always come through.
Congratulations to all of my colleagues graduating today.
What's coming next is going to be a blast. Well done, guys. You smashed it.
Congratulations to all graduates and also parents. It's the end of our journey, but it's the beginning of our future. Congratulations!
Thanks to all our students who took part in the video and to Carrie Prue and our communications team who helped put it together. Now, as you think about the new life that will begin to unfold when you leave the ceremony today, I would ask you to keep some time and space in your heart for Sussex. Remember, you will always be part of the Sussex family, and it is likely that we will need you in the future, perhaps more than you will need the university. You will, of course, always join an illustrious group of alumni, many of whom have made major contributions in the worlds of politics, government, academia, the creative industries, business, international development, and so on. You name it, and you will find Sussex graduates worldwide changing lives and making an impact. Our alumni relations team will make sure we stay in contact wherever you are in the future. And for those families here today with previous generations of Sussex alumni as members, please call by at the alumni desk and say hello. Finally, let me take this opportunity to say again how proud of you we are and to offer you our sincere congratulations. I wish all of you every good fortune for your chosen futures and hope that your experience at Sussex has gone some way to prepare you for the next stage of life. My very best wishes to you all. I now declare this congregation closed.